Hello friends, today I am here with a new subjects of a GATE exam operating system. I am preparing for GATE exam 2025 in which I have started a new subject operating system in my classes. I will cover some topics daily in operating system and or many more subjects. I will start computer network also from tomorrow. I will cover 2 or 3 topics daily and provide a PDF in Telegram. If anyone have interested to get a PDF, can join my Telegram channel. The link is in description. Here I provide a summarized. Here I summarized topics of operating system. First, what is operating system? Operating system is a software provide abstracting in hardware. Means software provide an abstraction between the hardwares. Means that user can't interact with hardwares in behalf of user. Operating system interact with hardwares, provide interface between user and hardware, set of utility to simplify application development. Means to develop applications, it provide utility programs and control programs, act like a government in a PC. Has a service of operating system, user interface, providing user interface for doing task. Program execution is the most important part of operating system. Operating system also provide input output operation, file system manipulation, error detection, resource allocation and accounting, and protecting and security, provide security of the computer. Here the type of operating system, unit programming operating system. Only one program at a time can use in main memory. Means that there is a main memory called RAM, in which there is a operating system and process 1. Means that at a time only one process is in RAM. Here only one process is in RAM, thus we call it uniprogramming operating system. That multi-programming operating system, it allows more than one programs to be in main memory at a time. Means that nowadays mostly we use multi-programming OS in which in RAM there is a multiple process are in main memory. If one program goes for input output operation, then another programs can occupy OS. Means that if one process is in CPU, then when it process goes into input output means block state, then another process can occupy CPU. In this better CPU utilization other than uniprogramming. In uniprogramming, when a P1 goes for input output operation, then the CPU is in idle state. Means CPU are in free state. Here the points is that process run in CPU and one process run at a time and remaining process are waiting in RAM. Means that CPU can process only one CPU can process only single process and the remaining process are still waiting in main memory. Means when the process goes in CPU, the P1 process goes in CPU, then still P2 and P3 is waiting for CPU. When P1 process complete, then P2 occupy the CPU and P3 still waiting. Degree of multiprogramming, the number of process in main memory at a time. किसी भी टाइम पे मेन मेमोरी में कितनी प्रोसेस हैं उसे हम डिग्री ऑफ मल्टीप्रोग्रामिंग बोलते हैं. मीन्स दैट द नंबर ऑफ प्रोसेस इन मेन मेमोरी इज कॉल्ड डिग्री ऑफ मल्टीप्रोग्रामिंग. Then multiprogramming OS. There are 2 types of multiprogramming OS, non-preemptive and preemptive. In non-preemptive types, a running process can leave CPU by its own. Means that when the process in CPU, then CPU by its own self exit. Means that in non-preemptive, If the process complete, then with the help by its own process can leave CPU. But in primitive a running process can taken out, means that the process which is running in CPU can taken out forcefully by the operating system. This type of OS called primitive, and in which the process go outside and taken out by its own is called non-primitive operating system. Here the multitasking operating system, the third type, is an extension of multi-programming operating system in which the processes are executed in round-robin manner. Round-robin manner means that if we are using multi-programming, multiple things in CPU, means that if we are multiple things in PC, then not all our processes are executing parallel. means that आप देखते हैं as we know in our PC we have opened multiple programs each at a time. So but in CPU can handle only one process time. CPU can process only one process at a time. But we can use multiple programs at a time. We can open browser, we can open editor, we can open camera. The multiple things we can open at a time, but the CPU only process one process. So multitasking operating system do such things at a time. Only single process in CPU. The process and process come out, and another process go in CPU for process execution. Then next process. These are transition between the process is too fast. Means that there is transition between the process are fast. That's why we feels like parallel execution. हमें फील आता है कि हमारे जो प्रोग्राम्स है ढेर सारे मल्टीपल प्रोग्राम्स हमारे CPU में चल रहे हैं, बट एक्चुअली में हमारे मल्टीपल प्रोग्राम्स CPU पे एक टाइम पे एक ही प्रोग्राम चल रहा होता है, बट द ट्रांजिशन बिटवीन द प्रोसेस वो बहुत फास्ट होता है, विदिन नैनो सेकेंड होता है. जिस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस we think there are multiple programs running in a CPU, but actually there are two fast transition between the process. The fourth one is multiprocessing OS. The OS work on computer system with a multiple CPU. Means that multiprocessing operating system means that computer system with multiple CPUs. We are using, it means home PC. We are using only simple CPU. We use single CPU. But the operating system in which there is a multiple CPU called multiprocessing OS. Here the types of multiprocessing OS: tightly coupled and loosely coupled. Tightly coupled means there is a more number of CPUs, but the main memory is one. There is single main memory which share their storage to CPU1, CPU2 and CPU3, called tightly bound. And the loosely coupled means that there are more than one of CPUs and they have their own main memory. Okay? Then the multi-user operating system, an OS which allow multiple users to use one computer system simultaneously. Means that एक ऐसा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम जिसमें मल्टीपल यूजर एक साथ सिस्टम को यूज कर सकें. दिस टाइप ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम वी कॉल्ड मल्टी यूजर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. Microsoft and Apple's OS are not multi-user, but Linux is a multi-user OS. Means that Microsoft Windows and Apple's are not a multi-user operating systems. In multi-user operating system, there is a centralized CPU, SSD, and RAMs, and from terminals like a keyboard, mouse, and etc., we can use access the RAM and user data. Means that if we, for example, we take example like in our computer labs, there is a many computers, but there is a centralized computer which are having a CPU and RAM and SSD. Means that there is monitors, but there have no CPU. They work, all monitors are controlled by central CPU. Then the real-time OS. The OS work on real-time data or events is called real-time OS. OS assign deadline to each process, means that here the operating system have to complete the process in their deadline. There are two types of process: hard real-time and soft real-time. In hard real-time, if we get a strict deadlines to complete the process in a given time, then it should be strict. But if we provide some relaxation, means that if we give 1 minute to complete the process, but if there is a soft real-time process in operating system, in which we can give some relaxation, like okay, you can complete the process in 1.2 minutes, which you can take 1 2 second 3 second extra from 1 minute. But in hard real-time, operating system have to complete the process within a 1 minute. Then embedded operating system. OS used on embedded system, user interaction to OS is minimum. Operating like our refrigerator and washing machine, there is some embedded operating system which have to control, like automatic system, automatic on off the refrigerator and the washing machine. There's a PCB in which where the embedded operating system are inbuilt. Then handheld device operating system. Handheld device operating system. On working with handheld device like mobiles in Android operating system. In watch there is operating systems are called handheld device operating system.